I've made every money mistake you can think of. Overspent, undersaved, ignored bills, maxed out credit cards, chased fast money schemes, lived paycheck to paycheck even when I didn't have to. I didn't grow up learning how to manage money. No one sat me down and explained interest rates, debt traps, or compound savings. I just figured it out the hard way through trial, error, and a whole lot of stress. But the truth? Those mistakes taught me everything. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, broke, behind, or just unsure of what the next step is, this video is for you. Because I want to show you what I learned about money after messing it up over and over again so you don't have to. Comment below if you've ever made a money mistake you wish you could undo. Like this video if you've ever felt stuck financially but refused to give up. Hit that subscribe button for more real talk personal finance advice that meets you exactly where you are. 1. Avoiding your finances doesn't make the stress go away. For years, I didn't look at my bank account. I avoided budgeting apps. I tossed bills into a drawer like they were someone else's problem. And all that did was let the damage grow. Late fees stacked. Credit score tanked. I had no idea where my money was actually going. Here's the hard truth. Ignoring your finances doesn't protect your peace. It delays your progress. Once I started tracking everything, even when it was ugly, I finally felt in control. Not proud maybe, but aware. Awareness is the first step to freedom. 2. Credit cards aren't evil, but they're not free money. My first credit card felt like magic. Swipe now, pay later. Only, I didn't pay later. Or at least, not in full. And that later came with 20% interest. I thought I was doing okay because I was making the minimum payments. But my balance never really went down. It was like running on a treadmill made of debt. Eventually, I learned how to use credit responsibly. Only spend what I can pay off in full each month. Use rewards, but never let points trick me into overspending. Keep my utilization under 30% and monitor my credit score like it's my financial GPA. Today, I use credit cards to work for me, not against me. But I had to learn the hard way first. 3. Budget isn't a dirty word. I used to hate the word budget. I thought it meant restriction, sacrifice, no fun. But now, I know a budget isn't about saying no, it's about saying yes to the right things. A good budget gives every dollar a purpose. It tells you what you can spend without guilt. And it helps you build the life you actually want, not just the one you're surviving through. What finally worked for me was the 50-30-20 method. 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings or debt payoff. And I tracked it with free tools, no fancy apps required. Once I started budgeting my way, not the perfect way, I felt empowered. In control, clear-headed for the first time. 4. Get rich quick doesn't work, but smart boring habits do. I tried it all. Day trading with no strategy, crypto fads, drop shipping with zero research, random side hustles I saw on TikTok. Each one felt exciting for about 5 minutes. Then I was either burned out, deeper in debt, or back to square one. It wasn't until I embraced consistency over speed that things changed. I automated my savings, contributed to index funds monthly, even if it was just $50, paid myself first, and kept showing up even when the results were slow. Building wealth isn't sexy, but it works when you're patient. Don't chase hype, chase habits. 5. Lifestyle creep is real and sneaky. When I started making a little more money, I thought, finally, I can relax. So I upgraded everything. New phone, nicer apartment, daily delivery food. But my expenses grew as fast as my income, and I was still broke. That's when I learned about lifestyle inflation. When you increase your spending every time your income goes up. It's a trap. Now I try to keep my lifestyle the same even when I earn more, and put the difference into savings, investing, or paying down debt. Because wealth isn't about what you earn. It's about what you keep. 6. Your mindset around money matters more than you think. For years, I believed things like, I'm just bad with money. Rich people are lucky. I'll never get ahead unless I make 6 figures. Those beliefs kept me stuck. It wasn't until I started shifting the way I thought about money that everything began to change. I stopped seeing money as a mystery and started seeing it as a tool. I stopped feeling ashamed of where I was and started focusing on where I was going. I started talking about money, reading about it, learning about it, without shame. That mindset shift changed everything. Your mistakes don't define you. Your response does. If you've messed up your money, join the club. I'm not here because I did it perfectly. I'm here because I didn't. And through all the mistakes, missed payments, bad habits, and broken plans, I learned how to take back control. You can too. Start where you are. Track your spending. Make one small change this week, then another. Your past doesn't disqualify you from a wealthy future. In fact, it might be what prepares you best for it. Drop a comment. What's the biggest money mistake you've learned from? Let's help each other grow. Like this video if you've ever felt lost financially but chose to learn instead of quit. Subscribe for more real, honest finance content. No fluff, no shame, just steps that actually work.